Hey guys, what's up? It's AB Trades here. We're going to be doing this stocks to watch out for tomorrow being Wednesday. So I'm going to quickly do a little analysis on SPY to show you something that happens in the market repeatedly, and I just wanted to discuss it a bit. So if you look here, a trend is drawn by connecting either two bottoms or two tops. If you connect two bottoms, you have an uptrend, right? Look, boom, boom, uptrend. 1, 2, line drawn. So when we saw it drop below today, we knew we were going to be looking at initially short on SPY. Then later, we actually got that rejection. Trend lines also work as support and resistance lines. You know, when you break through a resistance and you come back to retest that resistance, that's the same thing with a trend line. We broke through this trend line, we came back up and retested, and then we sold off. So this is just a clear entry of shorting here and having the best probability on your side. All right, now let's get into the 21 stocks we're going to cover quickly tonight. So if we go up here to the daily so we can actually get a good look at what's happening. So again, as always, we're still looking to go long this week on SPY. SPY had a nice little pullback here. We'll be looking to build into this and start to see if we can start to push up further and get toward that overhead resistance point. So again, it looks like we're not quite getting that push up yet, but we are still looking for a consolidation, for a little dip here, and then a push up higher on SPY. Looking here at AMD, again, we do have these trends that we're holding here. We're holding this trend up to the upside. So this is going to be our long-term trend here at the bottom and our short-term trend here. We're starting to get close to this, so we'll be looking for a bounce here, seeing if we can build some support here at around the $27 price point before we can bounce up higher. IWM, we're selling off near these lows here at around 154.72, 155 maybe as our whole number support, seeing if we can find some support here before we fully make our way back up. QQQ, we're also starting to slow down here, but that's also being exasperated by the movement in SPY and IWM. So again, we're still looking for that move. We want to get above these highs to start fully going. All right, Facebook here, we're starting to break higher, which is what we were looking at. We want to see if we can get that break of 180. Netflix here. If we're starting to look at Netflix, how come every time we get to, okay, here we go. Netflix here, again, two potential ways to look at Netflix here. One, we're coming up, we're forming a head and shoulders pattern, shoulder, head, shoulder. We see that reversal back down to around 340. Second, we're just building into a nice triangle with a nice trend before that. Volume's getting low, and we're going to watch a breakout. So be watching 374 as our breakout point for this triangle, or watch the breakdown to 340. Amazon here finally breaking higher again. We're looking to go long on Amazon this week, so this is a nice pullback here, looking to get long tomorrow. Apple, same thing as well. Apple's actually looking more of a sell-off here. Why? Because we have this huge green move up. We have this resistance here that we're gapping into, and now we're getting this doji or indecisive candle. So we'll be looking for that move back down to the downside. MU here, we're kind of retracing this trend here. We're going to look like we're going to come down, find some support here at around $41 before we jump up. BA, it looks like we're starting to sell off here again. BA is kind of trading sideways now that we couldn't fill this gap. So we're looking to find some support here at around $360 before we do anything else. Square here looking like we're holding this trend of around $72, $73, and seeing that we're consolidating here, volume's getting lower. We want to wait for a breakout here, either up or down. So looking at Twitter, we're finally getting up near these highs. As we're starting to approach this $36 point, watch for a slowdown in Twitter until we see that reversal here. Maybe start picking up puts if that's your play. Microsoft here holding this uptrend. We're going to see if we can get it to continue up, finding some support here at around 118, 117.50, and then we'll start to continue higher, or we'll see that reversal breaking that trend. If you can look here on Snap, we're continuing to go higher. But we still have a lot of room to cover here to the upside. Tesla, we're having a lot of resistance here. As we said, we're going to have some resistance around 280. We're finding some indecisiveness here, which shows that we may have that green day tomorrow, retest 282. JD here, we're looking to see some resistance, some overhead resistance at $32 and $31. Maybe get that reversal for a nice pullback to around $29, $29.90, and then we'll see that push up higher. GE, again, we're finally getting that sell-off. We're seeing that continuation of that sell-off. Looks like a strong support here at $9. If we can break $9, we're going to fall. If we hold $9, then we're going to make our way up, back up to eventually to around $10.50. SPX, same thing as SPY. PayPal here, PYPL. If you look at this, we're getting around to this 106. We're reaching those all-time highs. Like I said, watch those whole number in half-dollar points. So we'll be watching 107.5, 108, 108.5, etc. on our way up until we finally hit that top. Disney here, we're breaking up into these highs of around 116, 118. Watch to see a slowdown here until we start to see that reversal. Last but not least, requested from the group chat is NVIDIA. NVIDIA here finally breaking out of our trend to the upside. We have this gap that we now just filled. We have another minor gap here. We do have room to fill. Our first resistance here is around $200, 202. So watch for a nice pullback here, which is what we're getting, and then a continuation of a run. All right, guys, if you like what you saw, I may be traders that teach people how to day trade options. Please like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe with those alerts.